Okay, everybody, so EA released a new patch, and I've had a few games to play, and I am here to tell you and to show you that I believe that they have successfully changed just about nothing, unfortunately. No, so I've played like 3 games, and it doesn't seem like a ton has changed. We're going to talk, and we got to just, see as I test more things throughout this game to see, just how things are. It seemed like ag catches seem like they were worse against knockout KOs right now than before patch, but against anything not that, it seemed like they were the same. Again, super speculation. I've only played a couple of games, and it takes many games and many people playing games to be able to tell how good it is. But so I'm running just straight cover 0 every single play. I'm not going to be adjusting really. I just want to see how the defense plays man coverage across the board. They play pretty damn good. And I'm going to be trying to ag quite a bit too, just to get an idea, whatnot. It does seem like so, and again, this is super like only a couple games. It's not a great sample size at all. So please be aware of that. I'm curious, you guys' opinions too. But it appears that like, not a ton has changed really, man. Not a ton has changed. They fixed the RPO read flat wheel offsides glitch, and that RPO, the logic on it actually is accurate now of how it should be. So I'm pleased about that. Oh, that's a dot. That's just a straight up dot. I wonder, was that a hard flat? That must have been a hard. I hope it was a cloud, but I believe it was a hard flat. Yeah, I just want to see if we can get some one-on-one opportunities to go for ags. I wonder if he doesn't have any knockout chems, so let's go for a one-on-one right here. So I almost feel like some of these ags over the middle might be worse, like these seam ags, but they were always harder. They were always the harder of the ags. So let's go for another one right here, Art Monk and Waller. And let's just see. Oh, that's not even an ag. That's actually just a fucking laser, Kenny. Relax, dude. Yeah, man coverage does seem like it plays a little bit better though. Super off rip. Super off rip is what it feels like. Route Tech was cooking my man earlier, like absolutely destroying my man coverage earlier, which was good to see. I'm a big believer that you spend the AP on Route Tech, you should be cooking man. Now, I am not super up to date on MUT stuff. Do you guys know, how much is Route Tech right now? Are there like discounted like 1 or 2 AP Route Techs? Because, What I'm hoping to see is man coverage be consistent, and some of the wording that they use in the patch notes is made me kind of sound like I thought that the man coverage wouldn't get bumped by each other as much. For some reason, I kind of took that away a little bit, but we'll see obviously how that does. I haven't seen anybody bump into each other yet, but of course it takes a lot of games, etc., etc. But a big thing with these patches, and this is kind of how I always go about attacking them, is just play a few games and to see, especially the key things. But a big thing with them is that, like, you have to take the gridiron notes as, like, one giant grain of salt. One giant grain of salt. Because a lot of times, like, those are, like, focuses that they tried to hit, and it's good to test those things, but a lot of times you'll see, like, a random thing get broken or get added into the game. I was like, oh, what the heck? Man coverage. So man coverage just bagged that C route right there. I wonder if that was a hot routed C route or not. Let's see if that guy has... Does he have... That might have been a corner out, actually, because that guy's in the slot. He's wearing U-trips. Ooh, whoa. I do not have one step ahead. I do not have one step ahead on him. That's just medium route KO and pick artist. He's out of here, so we'll get into another game. All right. This game, we're going to allow dollar spinner and just see how that's holding up right now. And, just continually see and test things. There is going to be... Typically, it's very rare... It's very rare. Felt like that should have been a pick. For nothing to change, I feel like. Again, that maybe I'm wrong on that take, but I feel like it's pretty rare for literally nothing to change. But right now, I'm not seeing anything of substance where I'm like, oh, this is different, or this is better or worse. I will say, I do have... Okay, so that was an 8-yard route. That was Night Train Lane who tackled him. What does Night Train have on him? Medium route KO, deep route KO? I mean, it's an 8-yard route. I feel like that should be that, right? That feels like that should be that area. Whatever. Good D. I mean, so things are kind of beating man. Oh, now we knocked that out. It literally, yeah, I thought maybe man coverage was kind of playing better, and maybe it is, but it's a very, like, negligible difference, right? If it is, just feels like it's the same game right now. Keep on testing it. Let's see. Roll run game right here. Nothing really seen. I saw a video from Spruce Goose in practice mode where, like, they talked about how they made O-line targeting a little bit better with, like, tackles and stuff. Oh, jeez, it's a little gnat. And immediately, like, he had a D-end, like, come free or something like that. I will say, Pick Artist was already doing that, I think, but I have had no complaints about Pick Artist picking the ball off in situations where I feel like Pick Artist should be picking it, so that's always a good thing, right? It was pretty much like that before patch, but still a really good thing to see. Let's just keep on doing it. I'm going to keep on trying to get different ag catches and whatnot. We're going to throw right there. I mean, yeah, it seems like some of those ags, like, still aren't really doing anything, but, like, the main ones down the sidelines, especially early on the sidelines, seem to still be pretty good. I'm not really convinced that they changed really. I mean, that's a laser. Did that zone just... No. This is really bad. This is really bad if I'm right. But let's see what that deep half safety on the right's doing. No. Watch this. So it's a cover 2 shell, so I'm just trying to fit that in over top the cloud. What's this safety doing? No, seriously. The safety on the right, see where he is right now? He's past the numbers, and then he gets, like, stuck or something, right? Is he not stuck for a second? What? Hufanga? How good is Hufanga? How good? That's got to be a good card. I can't use my pause right now. That's terrible, man. Is he still on that cover 2? Boom. So that was an animation off the press where they talked about how they wanted to give better outside leverage, and it looked like it worked right there. I just agged him to the inside. High ball. Yeah, this game's the same. This game's literally the exact same, I believe. Jeez. GG's, man. Some more stuff with the patch as well, besides to show you guys gameplay. We're going to go over the notes here in a second just to be on the lookout for. These are more ags that I had off camera that I just recorded myself. And this is just, you saw an ag to the right side, ag to the left right there. That was literally like that one should never happen. That's short in on Art Monk. And then we have this one's a crazy one right here to the right side. I mean, this... Hey, good fight by Moss getting to the end zone, dude. Going through the patch notes really fast. I don't really care too much about the superstars, stuff like that, right? I'm a purely gameplay guy. Some of this stuff, this is cool. The NFC playbook, jet sweep. This was an issue for a while. The receiver would running the sweep and stood frozen. The QB just wouldn't hand the ball off, so the play was glitched. Hey, good little fix, right? That should have been fixed, but good job. Right, good job on that. Fix the alignment, RPO, deuce close. Very, very good, right? That should never have been an issue, but glad they fixed it. Cool. So, fixed an issue giving a catch chance that was way too high for low-rated receivers on contested high balls. So, I guess what they were seeing was, like, for example, Donald Parham getting ag catches when he was a low-rated overall against against better-rated DBs, which is fair, but we need a patch, we need a fix to all of them, not just those low guys, because now everybody's a superstar right now. Like, there's no 2 low-rated receivers right now in the game. Every receiver is a high-rated receiver. And then fixed an issue allowing receivers to catch tip passes when they shouldn't have. I'm not even really sure what this is a reference to. I didn't think it was too often this was happening, but I'm always a fan of tip passes not being caught by the offense, so cool. This is where it's interesting, right? Tuning to man-to-man coverage, positioning for defensive backs when covering slower receivers, decreasing the amount of cushion so that defender can make better plays on the ball. Really, tuning the man cover position for defensive backs when covering slower receivers. I don't really know what this is. I mean, obviously it's DBs covering slower receivers, but I can't really think of in my head when this was an issue. But what I think of this as is man coverage positioning for defensive backs, decreasing the amount of cushion, so they're playing the receivers tighter, and defender can make better plays on the ball, so they're playing the receiver tighter. This also could help get rid of some of the bumping that's happened throughout a few games I've played. I have not seen any bumping yet. Not saying it's not in the game, but I've not seen any bumping of the DBs, which is really, really nice to see. Fix an issue when the backside offensive tackle would not pick up the defensive end on run plays, especially when facing formations like a dollar. I'm going to show you a video right now. We are on my guy Spruce Goose's thing, and we are going to see So we have a backside. So we are playing this isn't dollar, but it shouldn't have to be specifically dollar. This is a nickel over or B-nug. I can't tell which one it is from this picture. But this is the backside tackle. It's a pistol read option. Backside tackle totally whiffs. And then this is correct, right? This is a read key. He's coming free. Tight end enters downfield and is going to pick up the backer, right? This is correct. And he whiffs. So we have 2 whiffed blocks on this play. That's obviously, not good. Modify the deep out ability so receivers would not get a 100% catch chance when the receiver's in double coverage. The receivers didn't have a 100% catch chance in double coverage already. And, I mean, we just saw, I don't know if that's, supposed to be in some reference to agging, but we just saw agging still really good. Focus kicker ability was not working on PATs. Hey, good fix. This is something that needed to be done. Address an issue where the receiver route play art would not appear for certain routes after the offense would do no huddle. Not familiar with this issue, but cool. Fixed an issue preventing receivers from beating outside shade and running short in breaking routes. And fixed an issue causing receivers to beat the press to the outside instead of the inside versus outside shade defenders when running post routes. I almost feel like this is affecting streaks too, because we saw that high ball that we caught on one of the last plays of that last game where I got super inside leverage. It appeared that he probably shaded outside and I beat it inside. Cool, that's how that should be beating it right. They want to shade outside, post route should be beating it inside, and vice versa. Cool, good. Hope that comes to fruition. Obviously, you have to take all of this with a grain of salt. And then, let's see here. Dev note, since title update 4 launch, we've been working hard to improve franchise mode. Since then, we have fixed 2 of the highest priority issues, the 32 user online franchise bug and the draft revert bug. Rest assured, we are not done and working towards more fixes for you in the future. Cool. Very nice. Very nice to see that that's fixed. And then practice mode. Let's see what this actually has to say. This mode will include the standard setting available for players. Meaning players could change players and playbooks, having it back out of the screen. Oh, that's cool. Hot button to take you directly to your lineup, and you can change play. So cool. That's a quality of life thing, where you can do everything from the same screen, basically. Players can set their practice type. This is good. I was worried that they want to add this. And they can even change game style, which is good too, because there are house rule stuff, competitive, all that stuff inside of MUT. Superstar X Factors are now enabled so user can easily test and experiment with all abilities available in Ultimate Team. Awesome. X Factors will function as normal in practice mode. Cool. So then you can activate and turn them off at your own discretion. I'm happy that they're being open about this. Thank you, EA. Seriously, EA employees watching this, thank you guys for being open about this. It sucks though. At this time, this feature does not include second controller support. We are aware how important that functionality is to our players, and we are investigating adding it. Sounds like they're not going to add it, right? Sounds like they're not going to add it. Variety of server error fixes, cool. Show zeros, cool. Pack opening animations, cool. Cool, and then a bunch of different stuff. Various stability updates, various polish updates to the user interface. Cool. Yeah, so we'll see. Obviously, this takes a lot more than me just playing a couple games to get an idea of how the patch is. Let me know in the comments below any changes that you've seen, either from other streamers, YouTubers, or yourself playing. I'm curious because I'd like to see. All it takes, boys, is one thing to change for the entire game to change. It's all it takes, possibly. Obviously, one thing changing does not guarantee that, but you get what I'm saying. All right, boys, see you on the next one. Hey, you made it to the end of the video, meaning that you probably enjoyed it. If you did, check out this one right here. You're going to like it even more. Or consider going in the description and check out my website, civil.gg. Learn how I play the game of John Madden Football. All right, see you in the next one.